Here's Gibson to start the drive. And out across midfield down to the 45. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They'll run with Gibson. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to
do. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd down and 3. A give running right is Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Powell. He gets it to Sims, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. You look at this Cowboy defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, right back to Gibson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now throwing on first down here. This will be caught at the 2. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. 1st and goal at the 1. So as the medical staff takes a look, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Ready, set.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Touchdown! Dawson Knox from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. There he goes, right side. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 83 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Let's go now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. A quick throw caught by Rice. Now 2nd and 3.
Check, Panther.
Chubb will get the call running left. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, break.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On the ready.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Come on, come on. Mustang 19. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come 19. Come 19.
Back to throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Ready, ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. That one caught by Rice. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line.
That's good for the Cowboys.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
At the Commanders' 35-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Here's Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Fights off the defender. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Throwing here, Howell. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half.
Here we go.
And that trend is continuing here.
Panther 11.
3rd and 9 here.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Rashee Rice, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down, Howell now. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gets him a 1st and 10.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready up. 70 Lions. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready, ready.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Dancing to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Chubb is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Broncos. Warriors 70. 18 Pioneer. Let's go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
70 Timberwolves.
But he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And Howe will throw it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. Howell throwing for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big... There he goes left side! And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ready?
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Trap 60.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. They'll go again with Gibson. Pushing through the contact. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Powers by at the 40. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, Oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
At the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
A handoff running left is Gibson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 29. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown, but no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You've got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. He'll hit his man on the bubble screen, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Mustang 19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll run again. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Okay, break.
Here's 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.